Hello. What'd you bring me today? What is this? Looks like a Terran crystal ball. What are we going to do with this? Yeah. I'm glad you brought it to my office because I can scan it. Get to the bottom of this. What exactly is this? No, it's okay. You can sit down. Yeah, right there. It's good to see you because I haven't been spending a lot of time talking to you. Let me do a couple calculations. Is that right? I understand. I really do. It's not easy. Well, I don't know. It's definitely showing up of earthly origin. But I'm not sure where it came from. There are traces. Hang on, let me check. Yeah. There are traces of tiny fibers inside it that allow light and energy to pass through it. I'm not sure what we're dealing with yet. But it's definitely the crystalline formations, at least, are definitely of Earth origin, to be sure. We'll have to do some further examination, further study to get to the bottom of this. Let me try something else. Hold on. Yes. There's an infusion of fibers. Maybe you can see it with this light. Do you see them on the edges? They're almost microscopic. It's almost like you're looking at one cell of a creature. There's the nucleus. And you see the fibers radiating out. Mm-hmm. There you go. I'm glad you brought this to my attention. I may be able to grab one of the fibers with this device. But I'm not sure. We'll see. Give me a moment. They're definitely too small to grasp, even on this level. Let me see if I can attract the fibers. If they're magnetic, we'll know. No, they are not. We have a conundrum here. I'm not sure what we're going to be able to do here. But we definitely got to get to the bottom of it. I'm scanning it with every device I have. I can't penetrate the nucleus. Yes, light will travel through, but it's not allowing me to scan it. Let me try one more device. I'll recalibrate my sensor. This will only take a minute. These calibrations are very sensitive. We don't want to cause any damage to the device. Okay. All right. Now here's will go. Here we are. Look at that. That is not what I expected to see. Look at the way it cascades the light. It's amazing. Look at that. There it is. The core. A universe within a universe. I can barely penetrate it. It's resisting my attempts to look inside a universe within a universe within a universe the supermassive black hole at the center of this galaxy. I'm okay. The biofeedback was a little strong. I'm all right. Let me record what just happened. Stay back. Don't touch it. Did you see it? On the monitor, on the wall. Did you see it? That's what it was. Am I bleeding? Okay, hold on. Yes, I'm bleeding. Hold on. No, I'm alright. Let me check my pulse. I'm alright. No. No, my pulse is not rapid. Oh, my frontal lobe was affected. Let me get this straightened out. No, it's all right. I got the bleeding to stop. I'm all right. It's all right. I'm all right. It did record the calculations. This time it shouldn't harm me at all. Let's see if we can peer in again. There it is. There it is. The super massive black hole at the center of a spiral galaxy. Amazing. Amazing that we could do this. There it is. To peer inside the galaxy. Who sent this device? Who gave this to you? I have the trajectory now. Where did you find this? Things don't just happen. Things happen for a reason. I thought so. I don't want you to panic, but I know who sent this to you. And I thought he was dead, but it is from his world. Looks like the evasion is going to start again. We'll be all right. We beat them before. And we will beat them again. I just hope it's a new foe that doesn't know me as well as the alien scientist I defeated in the past. He worked with the Nazis in World War II. This definitely came from their world. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I am feeling a little out of sorts. I haven't ate. I know I don't look like I'm been missing any meals. But I definitely could use something to eat. Check my nose. No, I'm not bleeding. I'm all right. I have this. Would you share it with me? You would? Okay. Okay. There it is. It's a little cake. A chocolate chip cake. Do you like chocolate? I thought so. Well, don't feel bad. I don't have a lot of friends either. And I have even less friends that talk to me. So if somebody unfriends you out of the blue and doesn't want anything to do with you, I would take it personal. It's usually about them. And in that case, usually the whole world revolves around them. And as I just showed, we are but a small, insignificant part of the cosmos. So I don't think one person unfriending you is that important in the scheme of things. Wouldn't you agree? But sharing food, the ritual, if you will, of sharing food. It's so elementary. Here, have a bite. I don't know what it is right now that's drawing me to act this way towards you. But I have compassion for you. And I know you've been through a lot lately. Look at those morsels. You want me to have some? Okay. Okay, I'll have some. It's very sticky. I know I'm putting my fingers in my mouth. And then I'm offering you a bite. Some would consider that crass. Some would consider it much more intimate. There you go. I don't mind if you do. It's very good. It's the most luscious cake. Very soft and moist. It's decadent. I think that's the proper word. Decadent. The crumbs are just falling off of it. Here, I'll eat that piece. There you go. So good. It's so light. I'll have a piece with you. Well, when I make a video for somebody, honey, I make a video for them. I leave very little doubt who I'm talking to or talking about. Oh my God, look at that. That's big. Maybe I should have a bite of it first. Oh, I can hear it now. That's it, fatty. Stuff a little more in there. Just join me. Have a bite. Oh my gosh, look how good it is. Look at those chocolate chips. They're so delicious. It really is good. We're eating quite a bit. Well, truth be told, if we're talking about a certain individual, I'm not friends with him either anymore. He unfriended me. I think I scared him. I think he was frightened of my masculinity. Some people are so deceptive. How they hide their true selves. Especially how men hide their true selves from each other. It's amazing. In this day and age, it's getting it all over me. This is so disgusting. I feel guilty. Here's a napkin. There you go. Don't worry, we're just friends. I'm not trying to seduce you, Mrs. Robertson. Oh, we go back a long way. We've been friends a long time. If I can't share an intimate moment with you, not a sexual one, then who am I? Not much of a friend, am I? There we go. That's good. I know you like this. Just look at that. Right in there. Open up, little bird. There you go. Don't be embarrassed. You're so funny. Hey, it's gonna happen. People are gonna treat you that way. But don't worry, he'll get around to everybody else. This was just your turn. Yeah, you'll be okay. And like I said, I'm very sure of my own manhood, my own masculinity. I don't need to hide behind a mask to accomplish any of my goals. I go home at night and my family loves me, just like yours loves you. That's a good one. Oh, look at that. Look at that bite. Oh my God. Look at that. So moist. So delicate. Such a simple confection. So mouth-watering. So savory. Did Do you like it? Okay, I'll have some. Okay. Mmm. That's good. You're so right. The edges are good. But when you get into the center, so delicious. Oh my God. Let's keep going. Here's a little bite for you. There you go. Oh, right in. Yep. Look, we're not kissing. It's just a friendly exchange of bodily fluids through our fingers. Here you go. Oh, look at that. Wow. That is really good. Right in. Yep. Here, I'll have a piece too. We've done well. Well, when I cut ties with somebody, I usually never go back because I always figure 2-3 months down the road they're going to do it again. They can't help it when they get off their meds. Yeah, it's a sickness, you know. They're mentally ill. And they can't help themselves. And they shouldn't be ashamed because there's nothing wrong and nothing shameful with having a mental illness. Any medical practitioner will tell you that. They should not be ashamed. But, you know, he has to realize that he's mentally ill. And he has to, you know, live his life accordingly and, you know, guard himself from his own behavior. And it's very hard. When they get off, what happens is they take their meds. Do you know about this? Okay, here, have a piece. Okay, well, we'll talk about it. Here you go. Oop, 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 you dropped a little bit. Right there, just a little bit. There you go. That was nice. I do. I love your hair. It's gorgeous. Not everybody can pull it off. I've never heard a woman ever say anything negative about your hair. Absolutely beautiful. It's so good. I needed it after that stressful situation. I forget where we're at. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, you ready for another piece? I know. I got sidetracked. I'm getting ditzy. Here, have a piece right here. Okay. Basically, when someone... Here you go. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so good. There you go. Oh. I never thought this would be this much fun, or I'd have done it a long time ago. Okay. When somebody's mentally ill, they get on medication, they go through their therapy, you know, you get them to get some balance in their life and get them, you know, level is what we call it. Yes, I do have something to drink. And basically, this is a vitamin elixir. I think you'll like it. Let me shake it up. Here you go. I'll just let you uncap it. And it's really good. It's cherry flavored, but there's very little sugar. There's a lot of water, you know, so it's not going to make you more thirsty. It's like a soda drink. Soda fountain drink, yeah. So, yeah, here, one more. There you go. There you go. Okay, right there. So you get them balanced and leveled out. And they're taking their medication. Everything is fine for a while. But what invariably happens is they think they're fine again. They think they don't need the medication. Excuse me. Pardon me. they don't need the medication. They are fine. They're cured. There's nothing wrong with them. So what ends up happening is they quit taking their medication. Up there, yeah, there you go. And what happens? Well, the effects of the medication start to wear off and they become ill again. You can't stop and start taking those kind of psychotropic drugs. And when they have what we call an episode, you know, they fall apart and they do rash things. They attack their friends and family, usually verbally only. And they shouldn't be ashamed of this. That's the key here. I don't want anybody running around, pointing fingers at these kind of people, because what they need is compassion, understanding, and above all, care. It's not easy for the families either. Oh my gosh, look at that. Here you go. Oh, open up. Oh yeah. I'm jealous. I wanted that bite. Oh, here, let me pull that hair out of your mouth. There you go. There. You have, look, everybody thinks you have beautiful hair, so it's not just me. And you have the voice to go with it. There you go. No, I understand. So anyway, they need our love and attention, and they really do. And they seek and they crave attention too. It's so unfair to simply put these things in a box. You've got to take every individual with mental illness as an individual. They deserve it. They really do. You agree? Okay. They should not be cookie cutter pressed out of the office of any doctor or medical practitioner. They need to be gingerly and lovingly treated as a singular case. Now, there are stereotypes, people who are narcissistic, megalomaniacs, and some people are just complete assholes. That's another. Oh, geez, I think there's a cat hair on that. That's disgusting. Some kind of fuzzy. Oh, it's on my finger now. Great. Well, here, you have that. Then I'll deal with this fuzzy on my finger. It's so gross. I know. It's disgusting. Oh, how's your dog doing? How's Oscar? Oscar is the most beautiful little dog. He is. My little Swayze, he's doing great. Had to take him to the vet today. Oh my gosh. Let's quit talking about that loser that unfriended you, because he's I know he's mentally ill and I said all that, but anybody that unfriends you is a complete loser and really an asshole. But let's talk about, here, you dropped this. All right. Let's talk about what happened today. It was so funny. Okay. Okay. I got in late. My train got back late in Chicago, and I went straight to bed, and my little dog was on the couch. Now, he knows he's not supposed to lay on the couch. He's a Beagle Lab, and they slobber a little bit. So in the morning, I don't yell at him, but hey, get down off there. So I asked him to get off the couch, and there was a saliva spot, and I, kind of yelled at him and pointed at it and, corrected him properly. Here you go. Oh, look at the chips in that one. Oh my gosh. And he got down and there was a little spot where his private area was. No, he's not fixed. He's still, he's Patrick Swayze. And we wanted him to have all his faculties for Dirty Dancing. So we never did have him fixed. You had Oscar fixed? Okay. They do live longer, but we figured Patrick Swayze died of cancer, so if he dies from testicular cancer, at least he played the part. He got to do the Dirty Dancing in the Roadhouse. So I know it sounds very crass, but my sons actually said that. And I was like, what is wrong with you? So, but they named the dog. I didn't name him Patrick Swayze. My God. So anyway, there's a little spot. Now, it's no bigger than this. Okay? On the couch. And I dab it, and it comes up a little red, crimson. I looked down at my foot, because he walked by me, and he'd actually sprinkled a couple drops of blood from his junk on my foot. It was disgusting. So I look around on the floor, and there's several spots. I take him outside, let him go, and there's snow on the ground. Chicago in the winter. And believe it or not, there's blood. Now look at the chips on that before I rip that piece off. That's for you. You get that one. That's the mother. They call that the mother load. Right there. That's the mother load of chocolate chips. And of course, look at that. Savoringly. That soft, moist, decadent, smooth chocolate through the bakery item. We're down to about a bite. That's all we have left. I'll take that piece. It's falling off. So I get an emergency appointment, 3 o'clock. We take him to the vet. They x-ray him, check everything. They squoze his stink glands or whatever dogs have, and stick his finger up his butt, everything. Nothing's turning up. I thought he had a kidney stone. I really did. I've had an animal do that where they pass a kidney stone. When they pass the kidney stone, it cuts the urethra on a boy. The urethra, and they bleed. It's when the cat that we had almost died from it. It was disgusting, and it was terrible. And well, anyway, keep a long story short, nothing turns up. He's just, I think it's the flea medication. You do? We gave him this. Here, I'll split this with you. Look at that. Whoa. There's your piece. And I'll save the last one for you. Or do you want me to have it? Okay. I'll eat it. Oh. You're all right. Okay. So, anyway, I'll get back to this. We're sitting there. He's up there barking now. I don't know if you can hear him. It's such a turkey. So I'm sitting there. We're like, well, you got to come up with something. And they're like, well, he probably has a bladder infection or some kind of infection. Maybe he's not drinking enough water. Something. So they gave him an antibiotic and some other pain relief. But he's not acting like he's in pain. I let him out, and the neighbor's dog and him are friendly, and they're running around, and he was acting like a puppy, so he's not in pain. Yeah, I went home and I scanned him and did a few calculations. Nothing came up. Nothing. So I'm hoping it's, maybe he had a kidney stone and he passed it, which is quite possible. Here. I was saving this for myself, but look at that. Just for you. Open up, choo-choo, choo-choo. There he is, barking. Because, you know, I'm down here filming and everybody knows that, but we still put him outside, right outside the window. So he barks and ruins the recording. I know. That's what family's for. But I really appreciate you coming here today. And I'm glad we had this talk. I know. I'm going to get on this alien device. I believe it's a homing beacon for an alien race that they planted on Earth. I'm going to get to the bottom of that. And in the meantime, you go get yourself some decent food. If you'd like, you want to? There's just that the steel trolley right down the street. We can go steel trolley and get a real quick bacon and eggs. Then I can get you a cab, or you can take the L back to your hotel. And I'm not going back to the hotel because people will talk. Oh Lord, that's not gonna happen. I'm too old for that crap. Hey, I know I'm heavy, but I'm not ugly. I still got a little, just because there's snow on the roof. I know, I'm joking. We're too good of friends for that kind of malarkey. Are you done with that? Yeah. What you do is you just shake it a little bit and drink what you want, and then cap it. So it's really good. Now I put the string back on it. All right. Well, let's go get something more substantial to eat, and then we'll get to the bottom of all of these mysteries. Okay? All right. Until I see you again, please have a most blessed day. Bye-bye. Somebody said they like that.